Finals day, everybody. You're watching the Oi Rio Pro presented by Corona. We just had Joanne Defay, world number 2, take out the rookie, Gabriel Medina, to make the final with a chance to win this event. Now for the second time in her career, as she has her second final appearance to come shortly this morning. Semifinal 2 getting started. Carissa Moore, number 1 in the world, taking on Tatiana Weston-Webb, who's looking for a big result to put herself in the WSL Final. She's on an absolute roll. But before we get on that, let's catch up with the start, Laura. Carissa Moore on her backhand.
Yeah, Carissa just getting a quick start here. I think she knew against, unfortunately not making it, riding out of that last turn there. But, you know, coming up against Tati, she knew she just wanted to get something on the board early. Nice surfing here to start her heat off, but yeah, a bit of a fall there. So I don't think that'll come in too high, but you know, she's looking fast and switched on and ready to go up against the local favorite, crowd favorite.
Yeah, definitely the global favorite, a 5-time defending world champion, and just missing this finish, like you mentioned, will squash that score down to a 3.67.
As we see Carissa looking like she's darting to try get into position here.
Carissa Moore with a 3.67 start. Here's wave number 2. Setting up the lip, powerful backside hack, and she controls a single maneuver option, and it was a big one. Pete, what'd you see here?
Well, we saw a big final maneuver, right? And even the glide that she carries through all of that maneuver, it wasn't no hitches. There was no, hitch of speed. The women have been actually kind of struggling this event to get bigger numbers. I mean, the highest heat total we had was 12.47 in the quarterfinals for Carissa Moore. Other than that, it's been 11s and single digits. So it's been a bit of a struggle here. And again, I think a lot of it's got to do with the fact that this movement in the lineup, it's been hard to line up quality waves.
So Carissa is taller and heavier, and so Tatiana's smaller, lighter, so she's on a smaller board on a 5.6. She's riding the John Florence Future Fin system, and this is a Flex Tech technology. So a lot of action out the back, it sounds like. I'm going to throw it back up to you guys. Done with the pit check down here at the beach.
Good man, Strider. A lot of noise for Tatiana Weston-Webb. She just finished her wave. Is it louder than it's been the last couple of days? But this will break it down well with a nice, clean, wrapping start here, Laura.
Yeah, unfortunately this wave just, shouldering off and not giving her any big dynamic sections, but she just wanted to get on the board. And, after hearing that 7-point ride come in for Carissa Moore, she's just, a 4-point ride, nice, solid surfing. Unfortunately, the wave just not really giving her anything that was standing up, but, on the board, it's a good backup, a 4-point ride at this stage.
Really cool to see her just on a nice high-performance left. Speed floats that she threw down. Really covered some ground to get back into performance sections. Bit late on the end section hack as well.
Offshore breeze is a bit more challenging to complete the airs, being that the board's going thrown out the back. But ultimately, it's all around performance. I think you're going to see a little bit of everything.
Tatiana Weston-Webb, snap to start. Great connection. Belts it again. A little bit of room to move on the roundhouse cutback. Nice little inside wedge, stays over her board.
I love that she was able to catch a wave right after Tatiana. It almost takes the focus away slightly. She would have heard that crowd going wild, but this wave here and in this exchange, it feels like Tati's going to get the better of it. Those two belts outside on a cleaner face. The inside let her down slightly, but the work done on the outside is going to be her best number yet.
Tatiana has a 5.6 backup. This is a 5.7 she's riding, so opting for an inch bigger for these conditions today. How'd you like the speed she was gathering, Laura?
I loved that first snap where she drifted the tail there and slid out the fins, and that's what we've seen her do. She's actually moved down. I remember she used to ride 5.9, so she's gone down to 5.7s and 5.6s on these sharp eyes, and we've seen her be able to throw the tail and just slide the tail a lot in her calves and everything she's doing. So obviously loosening up her surfing, but still the board's allowing her to do those incredible power maneuvers that we're used to.
Now Carissa Moore heading that same direction. Nice belts on the backhand for Carissa Moore to prepare a better backup score for her 7-point ride here in the second semifinal.
She actually paddled back out and sat down the beach further and got into that wave. As you see Carissa's wave, this one just a bit foamier, but she got some good work done here to back up that 7-point ride.
Nice clean sequence of backhand turns. Totally different from her 7, which was a 1 maneuver option, Pete.
Yeah, it's a little tougher when you got foam in the face. The grip gets a little bit loose. It's like driving on a rainy road. You have to be a little bit more tentative, but she did everything she possibly could to get that back up.
Dreamy conditions continue on finals day. Bigger wave for Carissa Moore on the takeoff. With all that speed, she'll belt the lip. Nice, beautiful wrapping cutback. Smooth off the lip again and crushes the finish, but all we see is that mayhem riding away without the surfer. Carissa missing a very important finishing.
But that was the wave, and then now we're going to see it going to get crucified a bit, because this one was so smooth, great flow, great speed, nice solid finish move there, but then cannot hang on, which was a bit of a bummer, because that was my highest impact turn of this wave, and it definitely would have gone into the excellent range. She would be kicking herself slightly here. And psychologically, you've got to stay on point. Even if you have these falls, you can't let that affect you.
So true. As we see the form, Laura, amazing connection to start. What do you think would happen on the final turn?
Yeah, throwing buckets to start there, and then this move, just a nice, smooth, connecting carve there. And then this turn, I loved it, the way she went up and just smashed that lip there. And unfortunately, she came down, the whitewash, it just pushed her board up, and she couldn't keep that weight on her front.
I mean, seriously, yeah, if I ever get depressed, I just go and press a little play on the videos and check it out and go, okay, things are all right.
Things are okay. Things are brilliant. As we get back into action here, semifinal number 2 with 10:15 on the clock. Tatiana with priority needs the 7.03 as she's up now. Hard off the bottom. Twist and wrap to start off this left-hander. She's got a little wedge bending towards her, and she's been really reliable with that layback hack off the lip. Great two-turn combination for Tati. Laura, what'd you see here?
Yeah, I think Tati's identified that she just wants to be able to get a good finishing maneuver in here. So, being able to find this wave that has the end section there, all of her waves so far have reeled off down the beach, and they've kind of gotten a bit quite small at the end. So she knows that the judges love to see a high-impact finishing turn, and I love this layback. She's doing these in the in her early heats and getting really good scores for them. I think this one isn't going to go too high, but she just wanted to try build on that 5, 6, 7. I don't think it'll be the score, but I think it'll be the best wave of her heat so far.
Well done on a two-turn combination. Variety was there with the wrap to hack. Peachy's loving sections like that. I guess we could call it a lean back, because she's not completely with her back on the face. That one starting in 6.5 minutes from now. Priority with Carissa Moore. Tati's going to get this wave. Chooses her backhand attack. Snap to start for Tati. Belts it vertically. Two-turn combination once again for Weston-Webb.
Placed her perfectly in the bowl. As we see Tati, she took off on a really nice part of the wave, going to her backhand, and this was a critical turn here, but unfortunately just the 2 turns. I was hoping she'd maybe push a little harder, or, but just getting some really nice solid surfing done here. Waiting for this bowly section to come up and going straight up in the lip.
Well, it felt like she rushed that second maneuver, because the first maneuver she was almost setting it up because knowing it was going to shut down pretty quick.
Carissa's turn. Big fan of spray off the mayhem. Jams it again off the top. Third maneuver complete for the 5-time world champion.
Wow.
What a beautiful exchange, Pete.
It's been happening where Tati gets a wave, you feel like, oh my gosh, she's going to make her comeback, and then Carissa says, no, you're not, and I'm going to and she gets the next wave. It takes the attention away, and she surfed very strong on that wave.
As we take another look, Pete.
Yeah, a lot of speed into this maneuver. Again, just so much water off the rail, great flow, top to bottom style of surfing, and the finish, not going to make a mistake whatsoever right there, and much better angle looking at it straight on. That's like the judge's angle. She carried so much speed. She had to race to get here, and once she did not disappoint. I mean, look at that. Straight rail transfer to the inside rail, back to the outside rail. Again, pushing hard. Finals day, you got to push, and she did. And, of course, the final maneuver, so important, having to pull this off. She does, and I feel like this is going to be one of her top 2 for sure.
We should note her consistency has been unbelievable, making the semifinals 8 times in 10 events. As we look at a frontside hack off the top for Tati, the crowd is appreciating her, even though the situation will remain the same.
Positions aren't, these breaks are her weakness, so to be able to, as we see here, Tati, just unfortunately this wave not providing much opportunity for her there, but I think she knows.
And the 5-time world champ makes it official. We'll see you at lower trestles. as she has clinched her spot for the WSL Final 5, chasing a 6th world title this year.